Oftentimes, I get emails from people asking me on how to adopt a child in Nigeria. And this is because I made a video a couple of years ago where I explained the procedure to adopt a child in Nigeria. When I get those emails, this made me to realize that many people are not aware of this other procedure that is quite similar to an adoption in Nigeria. This is called legal guardianship. So in this video, I want you to sit back where I'll be explaining some certain things you need to understand about legal guardianship, the process, the duration, certain things you need to know about legal guardianship. If you're watching my video for the very first time, I thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. So my name is Mary and I'm a practicing lawyer in Nigeria. On my YouTube channel, I share videos to educate the general public. I share videos for the new weeks, for the layman, for the general public, So today, let's talk about legal guardianship. As the name implies, legal guardianship is actually a court procedure whereby someone, an applicant, actually approach a court for a child to actually be put in the custody of that person. Is as simple as that. So, which means the care and the custody of that child will be with that person, okay? And such person, we call them the applicants, where there will be a child. A child simply means someone below the age of 18. So that applicant is who we call the legal guardian. That is, there will be a court order authorizing that person to take in that child, to actually have the custody, that is to take in, and to have the care over the child. Please do not forget that legal guardianship is quite different from adoption. Oftentimes, in many jurisdictions, legal guardianship is seen as such whereby there is actually a child that the applicant relates to. Let me put it in this better way. If I am the applicant, that is, I want to apply for a child in a legal guardianship process, in many jurisdictions, that child must be someone that relates to me. In a situation whereby the child does not relate to me, that will be an adoption. Okay, so if the child relates to you, for example, that maybe the person is your niece, your nephew, your younger brother, your younger sister, that will fall under legal guardianship. Okay, so other things you need to know about legal guardianship is that there are a lot of documents, just like an adoption process, that you need to attach to your document, to your application. Unlike adoption, legal guardianship is quite faster, unlike adoption, because in adoption you are terminating the relationship between the child and the natural parent. Unlike adoption, unlike legal guardianship, you are just a guardian. It can be revoked. It's just an interim process. Adoption is quite final. So I mentioned earlier that there is a lot of documentation you need to attach. Let me mention a few. If you're an applicant that is in diaspora, you need to attach the data page of your international passport. You also need your passport photograph. You need your birth certificate. If you are married, you need to attach your marriage certificate. Also, the birth certificate of the child, the application, the letter of consent of the parents. If any of the parents of the child is late, you need to attach a death certificate. That is just few of the documents you need to attach. For Abuja, you need to attach a medical fitness certificate that the person is actually fit and proper. Okay. In some other jurisdiction, you also need to attach the what's it called now? Statement of account. Something that you can use to prove to the court that this is your cash inflow. This is how can I put the word rich? Is that about rich? It's not really about rich, just for the court to actually determine if you actually have the capacity, if you have the capacity to take a child, to have the custody of a child, if you'll be able to actually cater so well for the child. Also important to mention that there is a strict compliance. You must strictly adhere to the procedure because it is not automatic. The fact that you are fit medically, the fact that you have so much money that you can take in the child doesn't mean, or the fact that your parents actually consented to the fact that you should take in your younger one or your nephew or your niece, that will not make the court to just award the custody of that child to you. you need to prove certain things. You need to make sure you dot all your I's and cross your T's. It is very important. You know, there has been news of child trafficking for a while now, and the courts are actually very, very strict to make sure that the process is actually complied with. Particularly if you're an applicant in the diaspora, the court wants to be certain that you're not taking that child to the other country, another country, for some other reasons, probably for to exploit the child. Okay, so that is why you need to actually put everything in place. The court will not close its eyes towards any form of nonchalant attitude in putting your documents together. Put your documents together. Engage a lawyer, particularly a family lawyer. Okay, you know, in Nigeria we actually don't do this thing of I specialize in this, I specialize in that. Okay, though some lawyers actually do that, but these are basic things that every other lawyer out there can actually do. So make sure you engage the service of a lawyer who actually puts you through the list of the documents you need to actually submit. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope this video educates you. Thank you, and I'll see you in another video.